SIRE is a pocket spectrometer that scan food to read their chemical makeup by sending infrared light to the food matter. And so when this infrared light is sent, there are photons in the infrared with varying energy level would match with molecules in the food object. Well, we're inspired by this technology. Instead of using exactly that, we're imagining a scanner that will be able to scan enzymatic activities in food. So we will collect the data and then translate that into audible sound, and we can make food music out of it.
From my understanding and research is about food with different levels of enzymes, and I would say also different levels of energy. We did drying, sun dry, machine dry. We did fermentation. We cooked with salt. We cooked with acid, that is lemon.
First it was like, this is a bit bitter and mushy,
really like
but
it.
now I'm like, yeah, now I can feel a lot more. Would the salt kill the enzyme?
No.
No? Are you sure?
It will shrink the cell. So depending on the concentration of the salt, if it's higher concentration, it'll shrink it to the point that they will die. Only if you burst it. Salivating.
Yeah.
When you look at it, which is the first step. I can almost visualize the shrinking cell. It's the first step to reaction.
And when you touch, you feel,
Sun-dried tomatoes.
they're a bit sad.
You've got like sun-dried tomatoes hydrated,
Okay.
normal tomatoes, and then wait a second. With salt and oil, but in a preserved way, you know. So. Opa. This.
Go ahead.
I would go a big piece and I would put it in the mouth, even if it's a little bit like strange. They have like enzymes and everything.
If I would eat velvet, it would feel like that in the mouth. It's so bizarre.
You have a lot of oil.
No, the quantity it has, you can taste the fermentation, the fermented.
Yeah, it's a bit acid, yeah.
The quantity it has is, for fermenting you put a little bit of salt, so fungi don't grow. So you get just the yeast.
It's not as dark. It's to bring these supernatural stuff into something you can see, you can listen, you can experience.
But I love what you just said because it's supernatural. For me, it's almost like this idea of there's the natural and there's another dimension, and we are trying really to reach to that dimension. Can we get to that dimension? Because we feel the experiences have been so dry. It's just so dry that we're kind of like really aiming to something else.
Even within the scientific disciplines, the boundaries are not really clear and they don't always align, and it's highly dependent on context. So I spoke with a life scientist, Monahiro Asali, and who told us that life and death is really not binary. He was telling us how a doctor will be able to tell you this person is living or dead, but a biologist would not be able to, because even in dead matter, there'll be living activities in cell. So we found it really interesting and was thinking how this would be applicable in food, and how instead of a binary system of living and dead food, we have a living activities.